So if you know me well, you know that I am a huge Muhammad Ali fan. I'm a huge Muhammad Ali fan. And if you've been to my office, I mean, there are several pictures of Muhammad Ali in my office, right? I just like the guy, right? For everything he's represented over the years, right? He was kind of a GOAT, pariah, and then he became the celebrated hero, and then even in his diminished capacity, I mean, America loves him, right? Because he just never gives up. And so in my office, like I said, several pictures, but one that I'm most particularly proud of is an image that's similar to this image. Now, it's not exactly the same, but it's similar to this image. And one of the reasons why I'm so proud of this image is because this is the iconic, Ali fight picture, right? I mean, before the Thriller in Manila, there was this May of 1965 fight between Ali and Sonny Liston, right? And, I know some of you weren't even born, and I was a wee lad, right? I was born, but I was a wee lad. But I really like this image because he's just like, yeah, I just did it, right? And you may be asking yourself, okay, so why are you showing me this again? And here's why. Because, yeah, we're on a roll. We've got momentum. But make no mistake about it. We're in the fight of our lives. We're in the fight of our lives. And if we start taking this for granted, guess what? Lights out. I mean, we're going to be clocked, right? You're going to be stretched out on the canvas just like that. So I wanted to just kind of highlight this image for you to tell you, hey, we're on a roll. We've got great momentum, but we can't take anything for granted. And the other thing that I wanted to kind of share with you is that, because the customers are going to be in this fight with us, right? They're fighting for their lives too. So the other thing that I wanted to just kind of leave with you is count on yourselves and count on Roche to be one of the last people standing, right? At the end of the day, count on yourselves and count on Roche to be one of the last ones standing. Particularly if you understand that there are 3 levels of fights, right? And the problem that, many people have, including me, is that we don't understand which level we're in. We don't understand which level we're in. Or, even worse, we jump right to level 3 without understanding what happened at level 1 and level 2. And guess what happens? You're looking at it, right? You remember the cartoons with the little stars and the Tweety birds around? I mean, that's what Liston is feeling right now, right? So if you don't understand what level of fight you're in, you can't win, and you're going to be stretched out on the canvas. So let's unpack this a little bit as I bring you home. Level 1, level 2, level 3, right? So level 1. Level 1 fights are all about self, right? It's all about who are you? What's your identity? What are your self-doubts? Your discriminations about yourself? What is your knowledge about your heritage, your DNA? Because if you haven't made peace with yourself and you don't know who you are, there's no way you can win at any other level. No way. So that's level 1. Level 2. Level 2 is all about circumstance. It's all about those things outside of our control, right? The things that you just can't plan for and you don't even know that's coming at you. For example, LabCorp comes in and buys all your big accounts, like, PRL and Maple. I mean, there goes the business. Yep, I didn't see it coming. Or if you keep the business, it just dropped 20%. So you can't control these things. Or like if you're at USC and you think you got the champion, you got the best equipment, you've got all the decision makers all lined up. We've been aggressive. You got the best deal in the package. You've talked to Catherine. She's giving you a smoking hot deal. And you think you're in the bag, right? And then Cardinal comes in and undercuts you with, of all things, discounts on ancillaries that you didn't even know anyone was concerned about, that provides another $200,000 worth of value. You can't, this is noise, this is static. These are the circumstances, the existential threats that are out there that you can't control. You just have to figure out a way how you're going to work through it, right? How you're going to work through this or get around it. So that's level 2. And I will tell you, again, if you haven't made peace with yourself at level 1, and you haven't made peace with the fact that there are going to be things coming at you that you can't control, you will never win the ultimate fight, right? You will never win at level 3. Because level 3 fights, that's the enemy, right? Or in your case, the competition. That's at level 3. But again, if you haven't dealt with level 1 and level 2, don't expect to win against the competition. In fact, most of the people that are stretched out on the canvas like Liston, that's because they haven't won the fights at level 1 and level 2, right? And they didn't know, who they were. They didn't know what was going to come out. They didn't know how to, deal with the things that they couldn't control. And so they got clocked. They got clocked. And so, as Jack said, now it's on, right? It's on. I mean, we've got the products. We got all of you. I mean, it's on. And the question that I have for all of you is twofold. First question is, what level fight are you in? What level fight are you in? Second question is, are you willing to come with me? Are you willing to go my way and fight the competition with me? That's a real question. Yeah, are you really? Yeah. Okay, you guys are making me nervous. You're making me nervous. I said that because I want to leave you with this. Fighting is in our DNA. Fighting is in our DNA. This company began by fighting for people with cancer. We've never stopped, and we never will. You know why? Because it's personal. It's personal. It's our friends. It's our family. It's our loved ones. Or in the case of that doctor, it's our daughter. Or in the case of Ann, it's me. We're fighting for people with cancer, and we won't stop, and we never will.